Well, look, I don't apologise for saying this. At the end of the week, it is nice to be able to hear a dose of common sense. And who else do we turn to but the outstanding One Nation leader in the New South Wales Parliament, who many think should be running the country, Mark Latham. He, more than anyone else, highlights the political and philosophical mess that we're in. Last month, Mark Latham asked the New South Wales top health bureaucrat to define a woman. Listen to this.
Thank you. Ms Pearce, under your leadership of the department, what is the definition of a woman?
Mr Latham, I don't know that the Health Department has issued a definition of a woman that I'm aware of. I'd have to...
It was described by your federal counterpart as a contested space, and it's been debated in the upper house, for instance, where the Minister for Regional Health provided contradictory answers. Does health follow the definition in the New South Wales Anti-Discrimination Act, or, as at one point the other minister suggested, you follow the definition in the federal statute?
I'll take that on notice. I'm not aware of any.
Mark, that's just unbelievable. I mean, I should say to our viewers, following this, Mark Latham was attacked for pursuing this line of questioning, and I must congratulate you, Mark, on your absolute restraint. Isn't it extraordinary, though, that you've got people calling you a bully who are themselves trying to bully you? Brad Hazard, for example. But come back to this answer by Susan Pearce. It is unbelievable, isn't it? That's an overused word, but it's unbelievable.
Yeah, you'd think it was a trick question. What I was doing was asking a woman, Susan Pearce, who we pay $500,000 a year to run the New South Wales Health System, to define a woman, given the fact that, you know, we've got all this wacky language out there that's an insult to women, particularly pregnant women. And only women can get pregnant, where they're described as the lactating parent and all this sort of nonsense, which is around in the health system. And you'd think she'd be ready with a definition. Instead, as you saw there, she took it on notice, which means, Alan, she goes and sits on a hill and has a philosophy lesson about it for a month to try and figure out what is a woman, what is she as a woman. And she's come back today, actually, with an answer, which is, I refer the member to the response provided at Legislative Council Notice Paper Answer 8626. Where the answer is New South Wales, this is what the head of the department is saying on what is a woman. New South Wales Health's role is to ensure all patients receive the appropriate medical assistance irrespective of gender. So she still can't say,
What?
She won't say,
What?
She has no definition of a woman other than saying, oh, we treat all patients regardless of their gender. Now, even Dominic Perrottet, the Premier, has said quite correctly, a woman is an adult biological female. Why can't she say that? Why can't she say what the Premier said?
I just find
this is all for fear of offending the transgender lobby.
I mean, Murphy.
All for fear of offending transgender lobby. And we found out in the census last week, the transgender lobby answering non-binary in the census are 0.17% of the population. So for fear of upsetting 0.17% of the population, the highly paid Susan Pearce won't say what a woman is when women, including herself, are 50% of the population.